Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about solving quadratic equations. So if you recall from Algebra 1, a quadratic equation is an equation that can be written in the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a does not equal 0. And a root in an equation is a solution of an equation. We also will call this zeros or solution. So basically, when I say find the zeros of a function, find the solution of a function, or find the root, all of it is referring to the same thing. So one way that we can solve quadratic equations is by graphing. And so to solve, what we're going to do is we're going to graph the quadratic function and we're going to find the x-intercepts of the function. So in other words, we're looking at which points the quadratic function crosses the x-axis. So here in this example, my solutions are these 2 points here, because I'm looking for where the function crosses the x-axis. So let's do a couple of examples. I want to solve each equation by graphing. So this first one, I have x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So I want to graph this. If you recall from our previous unit, to graph this, I need to first find the vertex, and then I'm going to use that 1, 3, 5 rule to plot several other points. So I'm going to first label my a, b, and c. So my a here is a number in front of x squared, which is just 1. My b is a number in front of x, which is -1. And my c is -6. So if you remember to find the vertex, I need to do x equals opposite of b over 2a. That's going to be my x coordinate of the vertex. Well, the opposite of -1 is +1. And I have 2 times a, which is 1. So here x is equal to 1/2. And then I need to find my y coordinate. So to find my y coordinate, I'm just going to plug in my x equals 1/2 into the equation. So I get 1/2 squared minus 1/2 minus 6. So I get 1/4 minus 1/2 minus 6, because 1/2 squared, same thing as 1/2 times 1/2, is just 1/4. 1/4 minus 1/2, I get -1/4. And I'm going to change this 6 to being over 4, so to do that I need to multiply top and bottom by 4, and I get 24 over 4. So I get that this is equal to -25 fourths. And so that means that my vertex here is 1/2 -25 fourths. So I want to go ahead and plot that. So I'm going to the right 1/2, and I'm going down at 25 fourths, which is the same thing as 6 1/4. And then I want to use that 1, 3, 5 rule to plot some other points. So if you recall that 1, 3, 5 rule, that meant I need to multiply everything by a. Here my a is just equal to 1, so that means I'm just following the 1, 3, 5 rule. So I need to go up 1 to the right 1. Then up 3. And up 5. So looking to see where this crosses the x-axis, I see that it crosses the x-axis at -2 and 3. So x is going to equal to -2, comma 3. So now let's look at number 2. Number 2, I have -2x squared minus 2 is equal to 4x. So I noticed with this one that it's not set equal to 0. So my first step is I'm going to go ahead and move 4x to the other side. And so I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So I want this to be in standard form. And to be in standard form, my 4x, my x term needs to be in the middle. So I'm going to have negative 2x squared minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. And now from here I can go ahead and find the vertex. Well, I know the vertex is x equals opposite of b over 2a. And b here is negative 4, so the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. Over 2 times a, which is negative 2. So 4 over negative 4, so I get the x is equal to negative 1. And now I need to find my y term. So my y term, I'm going to plug in negative 1 into my function. So I have negative 2 times negative 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1 minus 2. Negative 1 squared is just 1, so I have negative 2 plus 4 minus 2. And so I get 0. So my vertex is negative 1, 0. So go ahead and plot that. And then following my 1, 3, 5 pattern, this time my a value is negative 2, so I'm going to multiply these 3 by negative 2, and so I get that I have negative 2, negative 6, and negative 10. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go down 2 to the left and right one, and then I'm going to go down 6. And so this is what my graph looks like. Here I want to find the solution, and I know my solution is my x-intercept. So my x-intercept is actually going to be my vertex. So this time I only get one solution because this graph only crosses the x-axis at one spot, and that's at x equals negative 1.